would you rather? Hey friends, so we did it. We got to the end of our Would You Rather Halloween edition series. So we're here at the fifth and final day. We're going live with our final episode for the series, and we got a cool lineup. Today in this stream, what I'm going to do is we're going to ask question number 5, our final question in the series, and then we're going to go back and do a weekend review. We're going to go back through the other posts and tally y'all's responses, and then take a look at some of the good questions that you guys asked and some of the good answers that you guys left to the other questions. So that'll be fun. And then I'm going to ask the 5th question to a complete stranger. So I'm going to be calling Target customer service and seeing if I can get them to answer our Would You Rather question for the day. That should be fun. Looking super forward to that awkward moment. I don't know if I'm nervous because of the live stream or because of that phone call, but something's doing it. All right, and then after that, we're gonna wrap it up with going through the chat and asking or answering some of your Would You Rather questions if you guys have any. So if you have any good Halloween themed Would You Rather questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. And then when we get to the end of the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and answer those and read those in the stream. And then as well as your answers to question number 5. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Question number 5 is, where is this? Here we go. Boom. Would you prefer it to be Halloween every single day of the year, or would you rather there never be another Halloween again? That's kind of a tough one. Both kind of suck, right? I mean, when we say it would be Halloween every single day of the year, we mean like the whole kit and caboodle. We're not talking about like a phoned in Halloween every day where everybody's just kind of like, yeah, we're over this. Yeah, it's Halloween, whatever. But they just kind of like it's a normal day. No, we're talking trick-or-treaters coming to your house every night. We're talking every single advertisement is Halloween related. We're talking the full-on Halloween experience every day. So would you prefer that, Halloween every day, or would you rather there never be another Halloween again? Which is just tragic. I don't know that I could handle that. So I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? What would you take? So again, we're going to be asking that question to a complete stranger on the phone. I'm going to call Target customer service and see if I can get them to answer that question. All right, guys. So that's question number 5. So go ahead. Let me hear your answer to that question in the comments, so that way at the end of the stream we can take tally and see what the general consensus is. All right, so moving on, let's go ahead and take a look at this was our first week of this Would You Rather video series. So let's take a look at the week and see what the results were. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the screen here. All righty. So let's go ahead and go back to day 1. So for day 1, our question was, would you rather be stuck in a haunted house all night or be abducted by aliens? And y'all's responses was 4 people voted to be in the haunted house, and then 1 person voted to be abducted by aliens. So it was 4-1, 80-20 split. And that was the results on that one. The number on our second question on day 2 was, would you rather contend with zombie plants or zombie animals? Unfortunately, this question had no votes. Maybe next time. All right, question number 3. We had Brant Bumpers on, and we asked him, would you rather save John Kramer? That's the lead antagonist from the Saw series. Would you rather save him from his tumor which is his terminal, illness or whatever? Or would you rather save Freddy Krueger from being burned alive? So you guys voted. It was 1-1, 50-50 split. One person chose John Kramer, one person chose Freddy. So we would need a larger sample size to really get a good consensus on that. But that was our results for the week. Brant also asked a question on that same video. He asked, would you rather, let's see, how do you say this? Would you rather the serial killer, John Wayne Gacy, would you rather help him move furniture in his basement, the same basement where he kept 60 dead bodies, probably trying to kill you? Or would you rather let Ed Gein babysit your kids? And he's another serial killer on that. So the votes on that one were 2 to help move furniture for John Wayne Gacy in his basement, and 0 for Ed Gein. So that was 100% vote for Wayne Gacy. Nobody could get behind letting their kids go with the serial killer, which is understandable. But awesome question. Thanks, Brant, again for that question. It's a genuinely good one, and it's super funny. All right, so then yesterday, question number 4, we asked, would you rather be hunted by Pennywise from It or Creeper from Jeepers Creepers? So you guys voted, it was 6 would rather be hunted by Pennywise, and then 3 would rather be hunted by Creeper. So that was pretty interesting. We had a little bit of a split there. We had some votes on that one. So 6-3 on that. So that's 2/3 Pennywise, 1/3 Creeper. That was a cool one. So then that leads us to our question number today, which is question number 5. So if you guys could answer our question today, we could tally it at the end of the stream. So just to remind you, our question today, question number 5, is would you prefer it to be Halloween every single day of the year, or would you rather there never be another Halloween again? It's a tough one. All right. So that was our week. Those were our 5 questions that we went throughout the Halloween edition. So let's take a look at some of what I consider some of the highlights, a couple of the good answers that we got from the questions, and then a couple of your good would you rather questions that you asked. So for the first answers from our questions, I wanted to highlight on question number 3 with Brant Bumpers. We had this hilarious response from Johnny Luna here. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's hilarious, and it's extremely thoughtful. Like, one of the reasons that I like this series and I'm kind of having fun with it is it's been fun to take this ridiculous idea like seriously. Like, we're sitting here like waxing on and pontificating upon these like absurd questions, and I feel like Johnny Luna with his response like keyed into that immediately and just totally like sunk right into the tone that we're going for. He starts off with, "Can I field this one? From a humanitarian standpoint, it's a no-brainer." And then he gives this like really thoughtful response to this absurd question. So thanks, Johnny, for that. It's super awesome. But then also, I really loved his actual answer to the question. So he says down here at the bottom of his post, he says, "This is the question: would you rather save John Kramer, or would you rather spare Fred Krueger?" And then Johnny's response at the end was, "Final answer: stop the fire." So spare Freddy Krueger. There's 100% chance that he would have struck again. And he wasn't a forensic genius or anything. He more than likely would have spent his life in prison and never been so consumed with revenge that he made a deal with dream demons or whatever the hell those things were. Thus, no Freddy Krueger. But tumor or not, the damage was already done with Kramer. So that was an answer that I had actually not even thought of at all for the question, and I think it's extremely accurate. I think it actually changes my position on the question, because I thought with that question, either way, they're both kind of still going to be doing damage, like whether or not they're saved or not. But that's a good point. Freddy Krueger is not a good serial killer. He definitely would have been caught, and then he would have been in prison, and he never would have been a monster. So that was Johnny came up with the solution that actually led to real, he really did the cost benefit analysis on that one. So that's awesome, dude. Thanks, Johnny. That was hilarious and a great response. So another answer that I wanted to take a look at. Here. Another answer I wanted to take a look at was from day one, with the would you rather be trapped in a haunted house for a night, or would you rather be abducted by aliens? My cousin Haley O'Mara posted haunted house because I don't want to be a part of a study if I don't know the sample size or if there's a placebo effect involved. I absolutely refuse to contribute to poor science. So I thought that was hilarious. Do you want to be possessed by, ghouls and demons, or would you rather be, tortured by alien creatures? That wasn't even on her mind. She drew the line in the sand with, her priorities, science. I absolutely refuse to contribute to poor science. So thanks, Haley. That was a hilarious response, and I totally love that. Cool, guys. So those were some answers to our questions that I wanted to highlight. So if you ever see any of these would you rather questions in the future, please let me know your answer. And just so you know, we could end up doing live streams and going over your answer. So thank you guys to everyone that responded to these Would You Rather questions and participated in our Halloween edition of Would You Rather. It was awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look now at some of the good questions, some of the Would You Rather questions that you guys asked over the week. Let's take a look at a couple of those. So these are all Halloween themed, obviously. All right, so Toby Cole on Instagram asked, would you rather be eaten by a zombie or by a werewolf? That's a good one. That's a good question. They're horrible. That's a horrible situation to even have to consider. At first, I was just like, why? Why either way? Doesn't matter. You're getting eaten. But then I thought about it more, and I was like, you know what? It would actually be an honor to be eaten by a werewolf. So that's my answer. I mean, it would be kind of a drag to get eaten by a zombie. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Would you rather be eaten by a zombie or by a werewolf? I'd love to know what you guys think. All right, so thanks again, Toby Cole, for that question. And then the next one was asked by Mason Hunsicker. Thanks for asking this question, man. It's a good one. And it is, would you rather be hunted by the Predator or the Xenomorph from Alien? And that is a great question. That's classic, right? We always pit up Predator and an Alien together. It's like they even had their own video game, Predator versus Alien. I could honestly see that one going either way as far as responses go. My answer though is, when I was a kid, I was totally traumatized by the Alien movie. I remember watching it and waking up in night sweats when I was 10. So I've got residual trauma from that movie. So I'm gonna go with Predator. Also, Alien's just creepier. Am I wrong on this? Is this just my personal phobia, or is Alien just creepier? Because Predator is kind of more of this military alien, and oh man, I don't want to talk about it anymore. You guys can discuss that if you want to go into further details on that. I'm good. I'm passing. All right. So thanks again, Mason. That was a great question. All right. So that's our review of the week. I know that when we started the series, it was just kind of I'm posting this random stuff, and it's just what is this? But now we kind of have an idea of a proof of concept of what I was kind of trying to do with the series. We've had 5 days. Some of them are videos. We've had a guest. Some are just posts. We've got a live stream. So this is kind of the idea that I had for the full weekly series, right? So we could change out the theme and kind of do different Would You Rather series with different themes, kind of within this framework. So I just kind of want to touch on that and say, like, this is kind of what I'd expect from the schedule of the series, you know, like a 5-day thing. Each day has something different, but it's all working towards a would you rather of like on the same thing. So this is the proof of concept kind of moving forward. Of course, it's going to be a constant work in progress. And I'm not sure how much we're going to be doing this, but this was the idea here. So that's the vision moving forward with the series. Oh no, we're at the part where I've got to call a stranger. Oh man. All right, cool guys. So I am going to be calling a stranger at Target and seeing if I can get them to answer our would you rather question. But before I do that, just a reminder, if you post your own would you rather question in the comments, I will review those at the end of the stream, and I will read those and I'll think about them and I'll give you my answer, as well as if you could post your answer to question number 5 in the comments to hopefully within this video we'll have a consensus on that question. Maybe we can find out what more people would prefer. And question number 5, which is going to be the same question I'm answering or asking over the phone, which I'm clearly just stalling for at this point. Is would you prefer it to be Halloween every single day of the year, or would you rather there be would you rather there never be another Halloween again? So that's question number 5. Let me hear your answer to that down in the comments. All righty, here we go. All right, so I'm pulling up. This is just a random phone number. I just typed in what did I search on Google? I searched Target near me. And Google popped up a couple that's got some phone numbers, so we're just gonna try to call these. I imagine that we should be able to hear it over speakerphone on the mic. All right, here we go. Or speakerphone, audio, speaker. Okay.
Target store para español.
Can you guys hear this?
On the line to speak with a team member for more details. Careers for hours and press 1.
Who should we speak to? Let's reach a different department.
Press 1. Yes, sir.
Stefan says, do it in Spanish. No, I don't think so. All right, we're calling electronics, guys. Why am I so nervous? This is literally no consequence to this. Come on, Target. Hi there. So I have an odd question. I know you're busy, but I was hoping I could just ask you this question and get your answer on it, and then I could leave you to get back to your work. Do you have a second?
Yes, what's up?
Okay, so this is my question. Would you prefer it to be Halloween every single day of the year, or would you rather there never be another Halloween again?
Every single day of the year.
Ah, good choice, friend. Are you excited about Halloween this year? Well, we got our answer. That was something. All right. We did it, guys. We made it through asking. That's funny. You having a good Halloween this year? Just hung up like, yeah, man, whatever. Shut up. So we got it. He said Halloween every year. That's great. So we got a vote in. We got an answer from the stranger at Target. Fantastic. So that's it, guys. That was our week. We did our Would You Rather Halloween edition. Full 5 days, full week. let's see if, to wrap things up, if you guys have anything in chat for us to review. Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, no would you rather questions or answers to question number 5 in chat this time. But if we did have some, this is the part of the video where that would go. I guess if I were to answer question number 5, man, that's hard. I feel like I feel like just Halloween every day of the year is just too much. It's just too much. It would change, it would have a ripple effect down just every facet of culture and media and everything, and I just don't think that I could handle it. I think it's just too much. So I think I would have to say never Halloween again, which is a drag, but I would come up with some loophole where I'd come up with a whole different holiday, and I'd celebrate that and be like oddly close to Halloween, maybe with some slight improvements. Variations. That's my 2 cents. Let me know if you're watching this and it's not live. You should still totally post your would you rather question or your answer to question number 5 down in the comments, because the interaction can still continue down in the comments even though we're not live anymore. So again, that's it for the Halloween edition. Thank you guys to all of you guys that participated, that answered the question, asked your own questions, that interacted with the post and participated in the video series. Thank you again to Brant Bumpers. You're awesome, dude, for coming on the series this week with question number 3 and giving your really thoughtful answer and amazing question in that video. And that's it, guys. If you would like to see this series again in the future, go ahead and like this post, like my YouTube channel. Let me know that this is something that you would like to see again. That way I know that we're on the right track and that we should keep them going, right? All right, guys. That's it. Take care.
Would you rather?